I'm starting it though. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hi. Welcome back to. I almost said Sky Orphans. It's not the Sky Orphans. Welcome to Neverwinter Bards.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3. I know. I got so used to doing it a lot. It's just like a weird part of my brain. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. This is a brand new little setup we're doing here. Could work out, could not. We'll see. We have 2 camera views. Me over here in the bottom, them in the main screen. We'll see if that needs to be changed over the break. We'll figure that out. Welcome in. We're going to be playing Neverwinter Bards tonight. A lot of things are planned, and a lot of things can happen. Once again, it's D&D. We don't know what's going to happen. So, that being said, dscribe.com, check that out below. It's a narrative description site. You can also click our link and get a free trial to the audio description part, which would be doing background music. Also, right next to that is our merch. Example of that is a Guy Fiat Dungeon Pizza official shirt and merch that just came out. That is our brand new merch. Also, we do have Neverwinter Bards merch, as Caldor is up for sale at the moment. He's the one that we have available at the moment. Still working on the others, but fantastic stuff. If you want to support the channel, fantastic way to do that. So I do too. Nomios is a pretty great option. So we're gonna hop into it. I'm gonna stop looking at my face on the camera now because it's gonna distract me. And we're gonna get into stuff. So per every session from now on, and it could never happen, I am gonna ask if someone wants to do the recap. Clearly, Carl, you're not gonna do the recap.
Carl's doing the recap. He watched the stream even though he wasn't here.
While he was dehydrated, sure.
He watched the stream and chugged a gallon of water.
Sure, but your brain ain't gonna keep up. They didn't think so. I got it. So, at the beginning of last session, we continued off with the cultist fight that you guys had at the bottom of the Neverwinter. Not Neverwinter. That bell actually helped me lock out of whatever I was going to say. The Harper's base. The abandoned Harper's base that was doing that. You cast a spell of Crown of Madness on the main guy that disrupted his spell and caused a malfunction. And what he was doing, which accidentally caused the guy you were trying to save to turn into a demon, as the ritual did not go well, and they had to fight a demon. So they fought a demon, and they wiped the floor. That fight lasted like a good 8 seconds.
It was 12.
Oh,
no,
thanks.
It was one full round and then your turn.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's like 8 seconds of combat. Like legitimately the fastest we've had in a long time, and I spent a long time on that one.
Well, when you hate somebody that can smite.
that was a different fight.
Yeah, it was a different fight. That happened. Shenanigans happened where the group met up again, but in the process of the group coming back from a TP, from Alice and Dan coming back from a TP, you got vamped somewhere as well, as somehow a malfunction happened, and you have not popped back up since. So we'll get into that later. We'll go into what's been happening with our buddy. You guys then went to Waterdeep because Legit was like, you can go through the portal, even though I never do portals. Because of shenanigans. The shenanigans are not important. The shenanigans are funny, but they're not important, guys. You guys go through the portal. You guys end up in Waterdeep. You guys learn a lot about your companions. Important backstory stuff. You guys eventually somehow meet Alice's twin. And you learn lore that you very much did not expect. As Dan's ex, Nancy, who you had a relationship with at one point and you had a kid with is now in a situationship with Alice's brother. So that's complicated, to say the least. Very awkward, but like, that's what's happening there. And he's hiding a lot of things from you guys because clearly he hasn't seen his sister in a long time. He hasn't seen any family in a long time. And he's built a life without them. So you learn more about Alice's brother and what he's been up to. He has been using the Zentarum to the best of his ability, with not getting inside of it, but like using them to get money, to take some side jobs here and there. And he's also done that to protect himself from the curse that's been happening to Alice, even though he didn't know it was happening to Alice because his entire life he was told it was happening to him. So he took all those protective measures only for him not to be the one who is designed to be sacrificed. Resentment, a lot of arguments, twins, brother-sister arguments, brother-brother arguments, twin-twin arguments. And you learned that Grandma Foster came back a lot quicker than she was supposed to. The roles were not in y'all's favors at all. Only took a few days. Weirdly enough, she's not actively trying to get y'all or come back for revenge. She's just planting her seeds in Waterdeep. What those seeds might be, who knows? You guys have a mission in mind, but now you want to make sure that Alice is okay, and you have a way of potentially figuring that out here in Waterdeep. You guys have committed yourselves to solving this random NPC that was not supposed to be this, but has become this and has been a very core part of the campaign that was literally made in Session 0 just for a designer quest and a fun little throwback to something we did in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And we're still here. Which is great. It's just really funny when you think about it from that perspective. That being said, nothing really else happened. There was just, role play, and then at the end of it, if it was really important to people, Alice wanted revenge on her brother for yelling at him, and they had loud sex next door to basically annoy him.
I forgot about that part.
There are other parts that I will not be mentioning again. Twins.
We don't have sex with each other.
You mentioned it! You mentioned it! I said I'm not mentioning it, and you mentioned it.
For the record.
Okay.
You didn't have to say that.
Listen, we're going to start playing now. The last thing that did happen is Chuck Tumblestry was the last thing that they gave you an update at the end. Weirdly enough, Chuck Tumblestry not at the beginning of the stream, and it worked out a lot better. And he gave you an update that what's happening in Neverwinter is, as far as the election go, Ember's just a tiny bit ahead, just by a smidge. But it's not looking great for Ember as he's falling behind very fast via leaked documents, via the Harpers. That's it! It was very much a heavy roleplay session. That being said, let us get into today's session.
I have to remind you that Lodidithus has not been back yet.
He hasn't, and he said he would be.
Since I don't have my notes because I'm a dumb.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the brother again so I don't forget?
George Clooney.
No.
It was some weird name that we all messed up.
Yeah, everybody was messing it up, so that's why I need to. Oh,
Elzarino
El.
is...
Elzarino.
You know who Elzarino is, right? It's Terenzio. Elzarino
Oh,
was Alice's
Terenzio.
original name. Elzarina was originally Alice.
Yeah.
And Terenzio is the name of the brother.
I forgot. Tarantino.
Terenzio Castle
I thought it was
Lantern.
important, so I wouldn't fuck that up.
That's okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's okay.
Even I'm not a master of it. I have to go in my brain sometimes to be like, remember. It's a weird name. Very Italian. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Now, Dylan, you are about to engage in combat. And a weird mix-up happened, and you popped up in front of Legitimus. What? Well, not what was planned, but
Yeah, what am I doing here?
since I have you here, that'll be fine. Like 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's already done. Now that I have you here, I got some. I'm gonna be real with you about a lot of things that are happening with your daughter and that entire situation. So I think you'll want to hear me out on this one.
All ears.
As far as the 9 hells go and that entire situation, to be honest with you, her contract isn't the highest by any means. It's not like they're actively searching for her. But as soon as they realize that information is out there, that nobody's really looking for her, that'll easily go skyrocketing up. Nobody likes loose ends. And I'm doing my best to make sure that information is sealed away.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but Caldor doesn't know about Terenzio. See, Alice's twin, Terenzio, I met him a long time ago. And I was pretty desperate. So I struck up a deal with him. And he learned magic. Now that deal is no longer active. Little rogue-esque action of his, whatever you want to call it. But during that deal, he didn't realize exactly what he was signing off to. In order to protect my clients, we have to have an equal exchange. He did something for me, I did something for him. And what I did for him is that deal is now shifted off to Alice. Now, did I know that that was going to be something that came up later? Absolutely not.
Yeah, you did. You didn't know in what form it would come up, but you know it would present itself again.
Yeah. There's some deals that never come up again. But oh boy, has this been a jackpot. It has been nothing but fun and games. But I'm not a fun and games type of person. I can do fun and games for a while, but I'm a deal man. What I want out of this is I'm about to give Caldor something very special, because he just did something special for me, or he's gonna do something special for me. Take care of a client here and there, and then I'll be done. Caldor doesn't realize that I've still got an active thing with Terenzio. Not the only contract that man has signed, he's a desperate motherfucker. I like him desperate.
Of course. Easier to make deals that are a little bit more one-sided.
Yeah. I don't think he knows or realizes that this is going to come and bite him in the ass. But if he's defensive and starts to shove a lot of things in Alice's face, which, if I know Terenzio, that's exactly what he's going to do. Keep in mind that his shit stinks 10 times worse than anybody else's. And the things that he's hiding, woo. Well, it's about to get a lot more fun around here. Now, I offer protection to an extent. Caldor over here, our contract kind of goes a little so far. I protected Alice, and Dan didn't really have to on that one, but they were a package deal, but I was really more invested in the whole Alice bit. And I know how to keep her protected away from all of this. But what would happen at the end is that I come away with spoils. Now what I offer you is a way to protect your daughter, her family, and her friends. I will do everything in my power to make sure that this never sees the light of day and her soul is free of all of Asmodeus's friends, if you want to call them that. But in return, once all of this drama is done, I get a contract for one of y'all souls. Now, I'm grateful enough to just be able to be like, y'all choose. It doesn't have to be you. It don't have to be him. It don't have to be her. It can be anybody's. But at this point, y'all have too much investment in what's going on here, above ground here in Faerun. And your notoriety is worth a lot of money. And I mean a lot of money. Notoriety is worth way more nowadays.
Now, if we were to take this deal, would the contract be taken off of her, or would you just mask her? That's a big difference.
I'm not going to just mask her. It'll be gone.
And who would it be transferred to, or would it just be erased?
Well, it's going to be transferred to somebody, just nobody that we know. And that is away from y'all. And me. Frankly, this is getting fucking annoying.
You won't surprise me that once this deal is done, whoever the contract gets passed on to ends up on your doorstep once again.
Oh, well, then I'll just have to figure that out then. And we'll see if it's worth it or not. It's all a gamble. Could be just some crackhead around the street. I've had that happen before, and I'm like, bad investment. But I'm a gambling man. I'm fine with that. Now, you don't have to sign anything yet. I want to prod that at you and keep that in mind for what's potentially going to happen, because there's going to be way more things that happen. I know what y'all are about to get into. Both set of twins are problems. And problems in a way that's fun for me and bad for everyone else. I won't always be on this side helping y'all. I would prefer it. But that might not be the case all the time. So,
My question is, why are you so invested in all this?
there are certain souls that have their fates tied to doom. Those twins clearly have. And both of them clearly have. Doom equals desperation. Desperation equals raised stakes. Raised stakes equals more for legitimacy.
Yeah, as I said before, desperate people are a lot easier to bargain with and make the deal much more advantageous to you. Whereas people who are a little bit more calm and reasonable, like I am right now, a little bit more difficult to have an unfair.
Yeah, but I think you'll realize soon enough just how nice of a deal this actually might be. Or this will just go to the wind.
Well, what layer of hell are you part of? Where would the soul actually end up if we gave it to you?
Well, you're asking a lot of questions. And
Of
also,
course. We're talking about eternity here.
well, who knows? I might be doing something different with that. It has nothing to do with that icky nonsense back there. You know what happened? I don't think you know, but maybe you do. They just constantly bicker, go back and forth. It's just boring and idiotic and stupid. It's stupid, boring, idiotic down there. It's fun, interesting, and stupid up here. It's stupid regardless. I'm beyond stupid, but that's my arrogance talking. I'll let it be from there. But if you must know-
question, yes, my question still remains. What happens? What do you do with the soul once it's yours?
Well, either I offer my services, which in turn gives me more power, or I sell it to the nearest demon lord
So
for an
we go-
even greater price than just an offer of power.
So, more likely, instead of going to one of the 9 hells, we end up in the abyss.
You're catching on. Something to ponder. I don't expect an answer now. Maybe not even ever. But I figured I'd pick your brain since you were the random person it brought me to. Or the right person. Either way, I'm gonna bring you back to your group of
Misfits?
misfits. Yeah. He snaps his fingers. It's been days since you've seen him. It's been minutes for you.
Hey guys, what's up?
Where have you been?
What do you mean? I've only been gone a few minutes.
It's been like 3 days.
No, it's been like literally only 5 minutes. I just had a little chat with Ladidus, and that was it.
No, it's been days.
Yeah, motherfucker.
He got something from you.
Oh.
So did you have a nice talk at least?
Yeah, very informative.
Well, we found her brother.
Yeah, I kind of got that from him.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least he kept you up to date.
And apparently he's made several deals.
Oh. What did it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, wait. Who? The brother, right?
Yes. And
Oh.
the very first deal he made is what transferred the contract from him to Alex.
Gotcha. He's also works for the Zentarum, and he's also made a deal with the Hag. So there you go. You're all.
Yeah, Ludinivus said that he's hiding a lot of shit. So that's probably not even the tip of the iceberg.
Which reminds me, it's morning.
Yes, it's morning.
Is it the morning after they had the saxophone?
Yes.
I'm guessing they're all back at the house.
That means we have to meet Granny Foster. That was the deal. You told her we would meet her in the morning.
Did I?
You told her we would meet her tomorrow. Which
He didn't say in the morning,
Oh.
but that's fair.
you said
He did say tomorrow.
which is now today.
I didn't see. I wasn't even. I didn't even remember that, but he's actually
To
right.
be fair, I thought that was more like just to talk, but we already had that kind of talk thing. Like the whole point was to talk, but she already was there, like talking to us. So I don't even know if there's anything we can.
Who knows?
Well, if you promise to go talk to her again,
Yeah, we just have to talk to her.
About
prepared.
what?
I don't know. I wasn't here when you talked to her. You just told me that you said I'm talking to Granny Foster tomorrow.
No, it was more so like we had talked to her, and we were going to talk to her in public, but we already had that conversation that we were gonna.
Did you
have
find out
there.
what her deal was with?
The candy?
No. Tarantino.
Tarantino?
Terenzio.
No, she
He has not
did
gotten
not
up,
give
by the
us
way.
information. She did not want to tell us anything. She was like, "Why would I tell you that?"
Cool.
So
Ledudus did offer a deal.
Oh, okay, cool.
I haven't accepted yet.
Cool. We have a
That
great
would-
track record of deals.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
nobody signed anything yet. You want to lay out the terms of the deal,
Mm-hmm.
especially since you're here, Tom, because it's going to affect you quite a bit.
Great.
Well, it's about Alice. He can remove the contract on Alice
Okay.
in exchange for one of our souls.
Oh, bet. I hold on. Let me see if he can think of this. Yeah, he can think of this. One of us should take the deal.
why?
Because if we die, the Draco Lich gets our soul and becomes a god eater. But if we give our soul to Ledidithis, now Ledidithis and the Draco Lich have to fight over who owns our soul.
You know what? Not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea. Not the greatest idea.
But
What happens after they fight?
The winner gets the soul, but either way, we either get a weakened Ledidithis or a weakened Draco Lich for the rest of the people to deal with.
but on the flip side, he sells the soul to the highest bidder.
So then it's something
The
you
Draco
can
Lich
sell.
doesn't have anything to sell. The Draco Lich very specifically said he wants to devour everything, just like whatever.
Yeah.
If
Or he
the
could
Draco Lich wins,
But his patron, Ember's dad, I'm sure has physical means.
Oh, we're gonna kill Ember's dad.
But the
Who's
issue
to
is,
say what order this all happens?
but it's not just monetary that Ludovicus is looking for. He's looking for power. If the Draco Lich can promise him enough power in exchange for the soul, especially since he devours it and becomes a god eater, he would be able to grant that kind of power. He may just turn it over to the Draco Lich.
I don't know if. Why?
Or the other option is we end up in the abyss.
That
That's-
doesn't sound fun to me. Do you think that sounds
No,
fun?
it doesn't sound fun.
Okay.
None of these options sound fun. But I want to remind you that in the future I saw, all of us were in hell. You were crying. Alice was dead. You were basically unalived yourself. You and me weren't there.
Yeah.
But if one of us does it and the Draco Lich wins and gets our soul, that's
Terenzio
not
opens the
good.
door.
Okay, counterpoint.
Hey,
if one of us dies anyway.
Oh,
great.
wow! I had a great sleep, guys.
Oh, hi, Alice.
I'm not Alice.
Oh. Hi, Tarantino.
Not my fucking name. Thank
Ter-
you very much. Terenzio.
Hello, Transient.
So, anyways, I don't think
Who the
that's
fuck
a
is
good
this guy?
idea.
This is Dylan.
This is Dylan.
Hi, Dylan. Who the fuck are you?
He's Dylan.
Oh, it's
Alice's father.
yeah,
No.
Yes.
yeah,
Huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys have different dads. I don't know how.
Don't know how that happened, but yeah.
What? Okay. Sure.
Yeah, Ledidivus says his regards, by the way.
Daddy-o. So here's the thing, right? If one of us have to make the deal anyways, it makes most
What?
sense for it to be
The
you
fuck?
and me.
Okay,
Because his soul is already basically sold. If we're trying to...
If I don't get the item.
tone it down just a tiny bit. Like you, I don't even know where Alice is. She's gonna where the fucking.
She can't walk right now.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth.
Sorry you had to hear that.
You can be up all night. And now you're shouting at the top of your lungs in my kitchen.
To be fair, this is kind of more about souls and death and departure, so we kind of have to figure something
You're
out.
still loud as fuck. I can listen.
Do you want some earplugs?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm up. I'm not sleeping anytime soon.
No.
No.
Well,
daytime.
see, we have to figure out, because you know how apparently you made that deal that's transferred.
No,
No.
she's not here. We're not talking about that. I was supposed to be talking about that with her at some point. Preferably never.
Right, no. Point is, now we have to figure something out to get it off of her. Because they got transferred to her, so one of us has to give up our soul for it to get off
Well,
of
he
her.
didn't say that when we made the deal.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You were an idiot. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion.
Oh, shut up. All for it. Everyone
it wasn't
here
even
took
passion.
the hag's deal, even though
It
it's not
was
a
fear.
fucking deal. I'm not the only idiot among these people.
I'm not saying that. I'm
I'm
just
not
saying we're
saying
trying
you're
to
the
figure out
only
whose
idiot.
soul to offer up, you know?
So, the reality is, his soul isn't worth a damn. He has already basically sold his soul to him.
That's only if I don't get that item.
So there's a 50-50 shot his soul is already sold. Your my soul causes the apocalypse. So it should be one of our souls to slow down the apocalypse.
But if either soul, then it would have to be both of yours in order to prevent, because, you know, you give up yours, Tom dies, Dracolich still gets what they
Yeah.
want.
I'm gonna get some coffee. He walks out.
Here's the problem
The keys
is
are
what
on
if
the,
giving up our soul causes the apocalypse? That
So
might be the issue too.
I understand what you're saying, but if we can't secure both from the Dracolich, then one or the other doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, that.
Because you're still looking at a 50-50 chance. Because you gave up your soul, she's the one or he ends up being the one that dies, Dracolich still gets that soul. If Tom gives up his soul, you end up dying, Dracolich still gets your soul. So, or if you both die, it doesn't matter which one of you made the deal, the other one get.
Yeah, my worry is just we still cause the apocalypse.
Yeah, so, like, here...
And because of that, your souls are going to be extremely valuable.
Exactly, which means we can barter. So, here's the thing, right? The reality of things is, us dying causes the apocalypse no matter what. In our line of work, we're gonna die.
Not necessarily. You do take unnecessary risks that make that a little bit more likely.
Even if it's of old age, we will still cause the apocalypse.
Well, we hope that before one of us die of old age, we've dealt with the Dracolich problem at that point.
I don't think unless we can completely banish and destroy the Dracolich where it is right now, there is no permanent solution to the Dracolich.
Yeah, but we could kick it down the can a little bit.
We're just bards.
Yeah, we are
We're
just
just
bards.
bards, man.
That's why I'm saying. We're
I
supposed to
should've
be
studied
in a
something
bar
else.
playing
I should
music.
have studied something else. Why did you let me study bard? Why did you let me go to bard school?
You wanted
I
it!
Studied. I should have been a.
That's true.
You wanted to go to bar. This whole operation was your idea.
We got up.
I wanted to be an accountant or a psychologist.
Those don't help protect yourself either.
Okay, but I wouldn't be out adventuring, actively getting myself killed every other fight.
I got a question to ask you.
I have an answer
Do
to
you
answer.
remember your son's name?
Huh?
No, that fails you.
Oliver?
Freak.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Right?
I'm just spitballing. I don't fucking
It
know.
wasn't
I
Oliver.
have it in my notes. I have it in my notes. I did.
It's okay.
Chat.
Look, this is not to make you feel bad. I'm just asking
Do
you a
you
question.
remember? Please.
Yes,
Okay, then
I
can
do.
you tell me? Please. Janelle forgot.
Or better point, you tell me, and then I hold it over her head for the rest of the session.
No,
No, I would
guys.
not do that to her.
No, Olive was the girl.
Oliver.
No, Oliver.
It was Oliver.
It was
So
Oliver.
then what was the girl?
Is that not what I said?
No, you said Olive.
No, you said Oliver.
He did say Oliver.
You said Oliver.
So then what was then the girl?
Hold up, we're gonna get. Sorry, I
Wait, so
I
then
probably
the girl
made this a
wasn't
little more
Olive?
harder than it needs to be. Let's
was
chill
the
out.
girl's
Take a
name?
couple deep breaths.
Chat. I normally have my notes. I
Chat?
go one day. I say that unironically
She
everywhere.
does. It's great.
It even. I
Hey,
don't-
look.
the one day I don't have
I
my
want you
notes.
to like. We're gonna SK on that for real quick. Cause I gotta grab my notes too. Cause there's a lot of names to remember, and I want to make. I just asked in general. That's it.
Okay.
Continue having your
I thought
conversation.
that
That's
was
not
a
a
test.
stressful moment.
I felt
Sorry.
like it was a test.
Sorry. I realize that now.
Yeah, so no, the like, if one of our souls have to be sold anyways,
Well, this is an option. I'm not saying this is
Yeah.
the only option.
if
This is just, I'm just presenting what Leditivus offered as one possible solution to get Asmodeus off of Alice.
okay, so
What guarantees he won't sell it to
we
the
can just make
hag
that
or, like,
part of
you know.
our thing. We can just, if we're offering our soul, because our soul's worth more than,
Well, all of our souls are pretty valuable according
Yeah,
to
but-
him because of the notoriety we have right now.
cool, so even more, our souls are worth even more. So part of the con is like, you can't sell our soul to the hag, or we can't be sold to the Draco Lich.
Now, we could probably up the stakes, get more out of Leditivus, and guarantee both of your souls from going to the Draco Lich.
Yeah, we could go like, hey, we'll give you both our souls, but we can't die. We have to die. Like you can't take our souls right now. It's when we die, and you can't give us to the Draco Lich or to somebody that would give us to the Draco. Like,
I mean, we would have to get a lot in return from him.
yeah, because it's now 2 souls.
Yeah.
And just saving Alice
Is
and
not worth.
Oh man.
because right now what he said is he would take the contract off of Alice and transfer it to some rando,
Can I
which
transfer
I'm
it
not
to
a big
the
fan of either.
What if we
And-
transfer it to Ember's dad?
I don't know how much control he has over who it would go to.
Yeah, it might just have to be like, oh, these are people are specifically excluded from who can get it.
Yeah.
But it could be a random. So like, it could end up being your kid, for example.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
He doesn't want it somebody coming back to him. He's
Okay.
getting tired of the BS that this contract has brought on him.
Gotcha.
So what?
But
Does he know if the contract could end up coming to one of us, or?
from the way he made it sound, as no, it would not be on any one of us. It would be some random person that's far away from our sphere of influence.
So not one of my kids.
Because, like I said, he wants to try to avoid it coming back on him yet again.
Okay.
And him having to deal with it again. Because this is the second time he's had to deal with this exact same contract, and he,
Is tired of it.
yes, he's had his fun with it, and he wants it done and over.
Okay.
So he wants it as far away from him as he possibly can.
Ledivus didn't come. Well, obviously, if he was with you, he didn't come last night, so we know he has to come anyways because you had to talk to Ledivus anyways.
You're fine.
So if I offer up my soul, which I'm willing to do,
Uh-huh.
as long as it doesn't cause the apocalypse, that's
Yeah.
my main
Yeah,
issue.
no, that's fine. Yes, I agree. Like our the objective should be to avoid the apocalypse, right? That's the only reason we're giving up our soul is to prevent the apocalypse.
My worry is giving up the soul will still cause the apocalypse, or even fasten it.
That's why the is he can't cause our deaths. So like it's whenever we die, like he gets the soul, and he specifically
Charles. Okay.
Charles.
So it was Olive for the girl.
Yes.
Yeah, Olive was the girl.
Okay.
And he specifically cannot. He has to prevent it from getting into the hands of the Draco Lich. So those are two main clauses, but we still need more. We still need more in return for the fact that we're giving him 2 souls just to break Alice's curse.
Okay.
But I can't think of anything else that we need or want at the moment.
The whole dragon cult would be nice to get rid of, but I don't know how much he could do. I don't know how much he could do with that. So.
Yeah. That's not something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a wish. It's something that has to be within his power.
Yeah.
As powerful as he is, he's still gonna have his limitations.
Yeah. Like he can get us magic items and stuff like that, but that's not something we need or really want, right? You're doing things as bounties, basically, so you're a different thing.
So.
Oh no. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Gosh dang.
As you guys are talking,
Mm-hmm.
you start to hear rain. As it just starts pouring.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There's no signs of this before.
Oh no.
Maybe she's coming.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't like the ominous of that. That was kind of ominous.
Yeah, this just kind of came out.
Where's
of nowhere.
Alice?
She's asleep.
Oh, she's been gone for a bit.
Oh, she's been
She
gone.
might have to get coffee.
Oh no.
No, I thought she was sleeping.
Why would you do that, Dan?
You know who else needs to go get coffee?
Dan was probably asleep.
Oh no! He also left to go get coffee. The twins are out. Why would you allow this, Dan?
Oh shoot. Why me?
I guess we gotta go get coffee now.
I guess we're all
yeah,
getting
we're
coffee.
Gonna go get coffee in the rain. Let's go. Let's go. I guess we gotta find Alice because I have a bad feeling right now and I don't like that.
After I just gave all these people all this money, you think they'd have an umbrella here?
As you are going out into the streets, make perception checks.
Cool.
Alright, starting off the day great.
Great,
no.
lovely.
Oh,
It can only go up.
I mean, he's not wrong. It can only.
Same? Or 20?
1.
17.
Oh, that's a low blow. He already just failed one.
17.
17, okay. What'd you get, buddy?
I was thinking if I had a spell prepared that gave me a boost. Okay, 19 on the die. So,
Well, this side of the table definitely didn't see or hear anything.
24 total.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man.
for me, it would be a 6 total.
2 total?
Too much rain happening at the moment.
Definitely
You
rain.
Okay.
You hear
Maybe.
from a nearby rooftop, Charles, exactly what do you think you're doing? Our lesson was not today, but now it's raining. I told you to keep it under control. It's like distance from a while. It's like a distant thing.
What's your kid's name? How common is the name Charles?
Pretty common.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty common.
Try to look up and see if I see them or something.
It's a pretty far away, so you have to go walk a little bit in that direction, and then you'll maybe see them. So
yeah. I'll walk with him to make it less conspicuous.
Ty?
you you see, as you look up at the rooftops to a degree, at this point everyone's soaked.
Oh my god, it's Batman.
As you are looking and you're seeing Terenzio, who's currently on one side and Charles is on another side. Charles does have what seems to be a rapier in his hand. and so does Terenzio. And you can see them having a conversation.
Gosh, dang it!
You can totally ignore it. And
No,
go
I'm
get
not
coffee.
gonna ignore it. That's my child. What the freak? What do you mean? Let me just ignore my child with a rapier in his hand. No, no.
Wait,
no.
yeah. How old is your kid now?
It's not even. Not, he can't be 15. He can.
He's like 11.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good enough.
Like no. I'm gonna obviously try to like listen in and make sure nothing's happening to my
Make
kid.
perception check.
Ah, shoot.
You just see Dan kind of veer.
What's up with Dan?
His son is over there with Tarantino.
Who?
Terrence.
Terenzio.
Ah.
Who are you talking about?
I can bardic myself, right?
No.
No, bardic me. Bardic me.
Okay, here's a D6.
Cool, thanks.
That's such an aggressive way of getting bardic inspiration. Give me it.
I guess I'll also
14.
walk
That's
in
not
to
much.
just hear what's going on.
It's fine. I'll give it to you.
Oh, bless.
Just so we don't waste the inspiration. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
You hear.
Well, it's like you promised that you were going to do a lesson. I don't care that it's raining. It's like I can't control what's happening at the moment, and you're the only one I know that's willing to help. And that's that.
I'm like, well, it's not that I'm not willing to help. Of course I am. That's why I offered my assistance. But like, this is not normal, and I think you know that already. It's not like you're a dumb kid, but you know this already. This is not normal magic. This is something that we have to learn together. You literally caused a storm out of nowhere. This is not normal, and we have to figure out why. And I can't have our guests people that have been invited into my home know what's happening. But I have a feeling, given how nosy they are, that's just around the river bend.
I kind of went
Yup.
more around the corner.
You wanna come down?
You know, I prefer to be up here.
Okay, I'll come up.
We're coming.
Okay, sure.
We just use our angel wings to fly up.
Yep.
Because it gives us it's a minute.
Hi, what's
Hi.
going on? That's fine. What? Why? This guys, after an extent, like we just met each other, right? We can't be this far up our own asses.
No.
Hey, so respectfully, I wasn't listening in because of you. It's more so I'm listening in because it's my kid. So.
He makes a fair point.
Did you want me to walk past it, or?
To be fair, I was listening because you went missing and your sister's not.
I said I was going to get coffee.
Sorry, you went out and your sister was out, and as soon as you walked out, a random thunderstorm happened. So I thought maybe something happened to one of the two of you.
No, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Charles, dude. And now I guess I guess you're involved.
Okay, cool.
Great. What's going on?
How do I say this? How do I?
I'm your uncle. He's your dad.
Oh.
These
That's,
are
you could
these
have
are the people I'm
done
working
that
with.
better.
These are the people I'm working with. He just likes to tries to move through it. Like
Nice
he
to
just
meet you, Charles.
he's stomping around a little bit. Not Charles.
No.
But Terenzio is stomping around a little bit to get the energy that he has, and you can see him tensing up.
Nice to meet you, Charles. I'm your uncle.
Introduce yourself normally.
Oh.
Stop doing that.
I am being normal.
You're my uncle.
This is okay. I'm so sorry about him. This is Tom. I am Dan.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Hi,
And Dan?
I'm your uncle.
Yes.
This is your biological father.
Okay. He's gonna roll a D100.
Oh man, he's gonna be like, where were you my whole life?
You start to see
I
him
wanted
be a
to
little
have.
unstable with how this interaction is going.
I wanted to have a normal introduction where his mom introduces me. Why would you do that?
I
would
think
you
that
do that?
kind of flew out the window when we literally flew up.
We could have just been like normal.
You see as the child's tears start to flow in a rather unnatural way, as it's just a lot of water pouring from his eyes, as you can start to hear like an echo come from his throat, as it's borderline panic attacky.
Oh.
Sorcerer.
And as that's happening, you
Wow,
see
magic.
as a duplicate, like a black version of this cat. It's on black, but you know what I mean. It's a shadow-like version of it.
Oh yeah, he's a cat.
Shut up.
I
As
forgot he was a cat.
As Terenzio goes, oh, no. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Look at me. You're not looking at me. Child, this is not going well. As
Wait, hold on. Wait,
I'm gonna
what
give
kind,
you guys a little bit of time, but this is the
I'm-
scenario now.
Yeah.
Frick, dude.
what kind of check can I make to see how he's doing this magic?
Can I try to calm him down?
Yes, you can make an Arcana check.
Cool.
And you can make, I would say persuasion, but I need to know what you're saying.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's a harder one to
Okay.
determine.
I would try to be like,
You want to bardic me?
yes, good, D8.
D8, cool.
I'd be trying to tell him, I'm sorry to startle you. We don't have to, I'm not trying to
Okay.
force anything.
Mm-hmm.
We can calm down. We'll talk about this later. You don't have to deal with this right now. We can all just breathe and we can go, drink something, calm down, and then we can deal with this with your mom. We don't have to do this right now.
Roll a persuasion check.
Pardon me.
Yeah, it's a D6.
Just throw in bardic inspiration.
It's a 16 total.
Okay, 16 for an Arcana check.
Mhm.
Word. What you determine is, while this is very sorcery to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
there's a bit of unnaturalness to it,
25.
almost fey-like in nature.
Gotcha. So it doesn't seem similar to. Oh wait, does it seem similar to Fizz?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
To an extent. This
Feels
feels
like there's a baseline that's similar, but it veers off, is what I'm kind of getting at.
It's very bizarre and almost dark. Way darker in a way.
25.
25?
Yep.
You start to see the child simmer down a little bit. And as you do breathing exercises with Charles, the rain slowly starts to go away.
Are you good? Are you feeling better now?
I'm stable. There's that.
Do you want to go get something to eat? And we can breathe a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. You choose where you want to go. Don't worry about the price. Let's go eat something, okay?
9,000 gold.
Okay. Sure. Okay. You see as he starts to walk down the steps, Terenzio starts to guide him a little bit. And then they both go down.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. I'm gonna smack you. You have no tact, sir. You have none. And then I go down. He's not even. He didn't even care. I said.
He's thinking about what's going on. Like another Arcana check since you're so focused on it. I gotta give it to him after he's just like,
No.
nah, I'm ignoring you right now. I'm just gonna
I didn't know. Okay. Do you want to bardic me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprising.
25.
25. With that, I'll combine it with some sort of insight instead of just making you make another check. Comparing this magic to something you've seen before, you're putting it together that Charles didn't come out unscathed via the
Heck.
Grandma Foster encounter. Something lives inside of him that she implanted. It is
That's
Fey in
another thing
nature,
to add
just
to the-
very different.
That's another thing to add to the deal. I think.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I'm just like, gotta get everything prepared for it. It's a lot.
So, question.
Yes.
Does it seem like all of the magic is from the Granny Foster thing, or does it feel like even if we sever that, he would still have the innate sorcerer?
There's a chance that he does. I think that it's impossible for him not to have at least some connection to the weave.
Okay.
Even if it does get severed,
Okay.
there's a connection regardless. It's hard to disconnect from the weave unless you're a warlock.
Okay.
So he was connected, but she twisted it.
Yeah. Seems like she amplified some parts of it.
Possibly amplified, but definitely twisted it.
Yeah.
It's definitely more her than him.
I figured it out.
What is it?
You're not gonna like it.
Just tell me.
It's definitely sorcerer magic. That's the good part. I can train I can train that. Bad part. Definitely feels like Granny Foster.
Okay. That's another thing we can add to this deal.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be a thing. So, considering our souls are very
Now, here's my issue, right? With it being Granny Foster thing. When we get back home, we have to check on your other kid to see if your other kid also doesn't have the same warp, like magical warp.
The younger one probably would have been even more affected.
yeah.
I'm sure. Well, my thought process is she probably didn't want to, in the sense that like, it's a lot, right? Because he like literally got emotional and started a storm. She probably doesn't want like baby to do that because then that brings a lot of attention. Like, why the fuck does the baby have this power? And that probably.
Well, the whole point is that the younger one would not have been left alone. It was supposed to stay with her until 14,
Yeah,
15,
point.
16
Yeah.
years old. So nobody would see it.
Yeah.
And if the younger child had innate magic anyway, it probably got twisted as well.
I could just split it at this to make that a joint thing. To
We could.
whatever.
Now, I do want to point out again, we do have to talk to the Granny Foster. Could try to figure out what's going on with the kid as part of the whole leaving her
She didn't even
alone.
want to tell me anything about the candies.
Yeah, but that's different. The candies is her business. The kid
As yours.
Kids were
is yours.
still technically.
Yeah, but like it's like you're part of that. So like it could be part of like she wants us to leave her alone, right? We will not leave her alone as long as your kids are attached to her in some way, shape, or form.